Welcome back to it. It is about to be Christmas. I think this one's going to come out on Christmas. I wanted to do 25 wishes for the 2025. Yeah, 5. The 2025 Major League Baseball season that's coming up here. I've got an eye on my laundry. I've got to do that here in a second. I'm going to have to take that shit out of the dryer, but here we go. So, 25 wishes for the next season of Major League Baseball, the season in which this show will still be putting out 2 episodes a week. Mark my words. In episode 67, I laid out that plan. Sticking to it. If I just say it over and over, hopefully that means that I'll actually do it. But I think I will. So anyway, 25. 25 is a cool number, you know? That's about how old I am. 25. All right. I like SpongeBob. Hey, you know what's funnier than 24? 25. All right, anyway. Wish number 1. We're gonna rapid fire this shit. I meant to make more notes, but I figure it could just be more fun. Spitballing, seeing what comes out here. I've got my list of 25 though. But as it is always my goal, as quickly and concisely as possible. So let's see how it goes. Again, number 1, the Dodgers do not win the World Series in 2025. I was already annoyed that they won in the first year after spending nearly $1 billion, over $1 billion. They spent a ridiculous amount of money in this past offseason, making it damn near inevitable that they would have to self-sabotage in order to not win the World Series sometime within Shohei's contract. This 10-year, $700 million contract, and they won in the first year. So I don't want that shit to happen. We don't need that. Nobody wants that. Outside of maybe actual baseball fans in Los Angeles, which if you exist, I'm sure you do. Good on you, but no one else wants that. Speaking of the Dodgers, number 2, Clayton Kershaw. He did not pitch much last year at all, had injuries. He's getting old, but he's one of the best to ever do it. So imagine if he has a year where he returns to form as much as he can in his high 30s and he rides off into the sunset in a good way. That's really all we can ask for. He's had a great career. That'd be cool. Wish number 3, the White Sox get new owners and therefore have hope for the future. That kind of speaks for itself. I hate the Cubs, but if the White Sox can at least have a little bit of hope, that'd be cool. Wish number 4, Nolan Jones, outfielder for the Rockies with great power, great arm, all the tools to be a very successful major league player. He got a taste of that when he first got called up a couple years ago. But last year, he did not have that great of a year. He was also hurt for a little bit. But again, he's got all the tools to make it happen, so it'd be cool if it works out. Wish number 5, Brent Rooker, outfielder for the Oakland. Man, that's sad. That's the first time that's happened. For the Athletics, who will be playing in Sacramento for the next 3 years before going to Las Vegas. Thanks, John Fisher. Fuck you. Brent Rooker had a damn good year last year. He's a great player. If anybody deserves an extension for the Athletics, then it'd be him. And it'd be at least a sign that the A's are changing a little bit. They signed Luis Severino, pitcher, to a contract, the most expensive in franchise history, at like $68 million. But Brent Rooker deserves it. He could win an MVP if he really wanted to. He's damn good. Another not Oakland Athletic, Zach Geloff, similar to Nolan Jones, a second baseman who can steal bases. He's got power from that position too. I think he hit like, I don't know if he hit like 20 home runs or what, but he does hit home runs. He can hit home runs. He can steal bases, but the batting average is not necessarily been there. So hopefully he can also figure it out this next year. He's another guy who in the flash of his debut, he showed a lot of promise, but has since not gotten back there, but I think he can. Wish number 7, Jung Ho Lee. We got a lot of outfielders in the early part of this. Jung Ho Lee, rookie outfielder signed from, I think, the Korean Baseball League. Um, Last year, first year in Major League Baseball with the Giants, barely got to play. He got hurt early on, but he's another dude who can be a good glove as well as a very athletic player, but also he's coming back from injury. So hopefully he can have a full, healthy year. We can see a full year of this guy. It would be sad if he has back-to-back injury-riddled seasons when he's only been here a couple years. So hopefully that shit doesn't happen because he's got a chance to win a batting title if it goes really well. Wish number 8, Roki Sasaki, incoming Japanese starting pitcher, the biggest probably international free agent of this offseason. I just don't want him to go to the Dodgers. My one wish, don't go to the Dodgers. They have enough. Go do your own thing. Just go somewhere else. Go somewhere else. You'll be appreciated. I know the Dodgers will too, but just go somewhere else, please. Yamamoto went there last year. Shohei's there. You can do your own thing. But I'm sure the Dodgers are recruiting hard. Wish number 9, the golden at-bat rule. I'm probably going to do a whole episode on this, so we'll touch on it briefly. The golden at-bat rule is something that Commissioner Rob Manfred said was getting a lot of buzz at the winter meetings. Now, buzz can mean anything coming from this fucking guy, so keep that in mind. But the golden at-bat rule would mean that one time per game, a manager could choose any player to hit to have an at bat immediately. You know, it's like, oh, this is happening. I want this guy to hit right now, and it doesn't matter where he's at in the lineup. It doesn't matter at all. He's already in the game. It doesn't matter where he hits in the lineup, and if you want to hit him, if you want him to hit right now, then you can do that. That's what the golden at bat rule would be. Fuck that rule. That is the dumbest idea I've heard in a long time for baseball, and it would fuck up many foundational aspects of baseball that have never been fucked with before, all because Rob Manfred's bored. I'm not a fan of it, so hopefully we never hear about that shit ever again. Robo-umps, I wouldn't love it either, but if I would talk about that for 10 days before I talk about the golden at-bat rule. So, wish number 10, if we have another Field of Dreams game, that would be a lot of fucking fun, I think. It would be a lot of fun. I remember the first one, the Yankees and the White Sox, was great, and then I did not at all watch the second one. I heard it was not as exciting. I think I watched some of it. Oh, there's laundry. I think I watched some of it. It might have been, let me see who it was. Oh, okay. It was the Cubs and the Reds in 2022. Who wants to watch that? Not me. Not a Cardinals fan. So, yeah, last time they did it was 22, so it's been 2 seasons. If they can do it right, you know, what if you just do it once every 5 years or something? Do it once every 5 years. That'd be the shit. That's how you can make it special immediately. How about that? So, I guess we can amend this wish to, we have a good Field of Dreams game in 2027. So, I guess that's not for the, well, they can figure it out this year. It still counts. Fuck it. Anyway, wish 11, the Yankees get their respect back. Not like I'm a Yankees fan, but the way that people are talking about the Yankees is that they did not even deserve to be there. Clearly they did. They won the games to be there, so they technically did. And I get it. That 5th inning was terrible, and they embarrassed themselves, and then they didn't get Juan Soto, all that shit. I still have respect for the Yankees. I respect them a little bit more than the Dodgers. I don't love either of them, but I was kind of cheering for the Yankees throughout that World Series, and they if they get their respect back, I'm not going to be mad about it, and I think they can. Wish number 12, more people play fantasy baseball in 2025. Overall, I'm going to make another episode about this too. But in my previous one, the fantasy baseball year in review, it's called like the 14% story or some shit. I talked about how I enjoy fantasy baseball as I have many times before, But I get into it a little bit more in depth there. I'll probably do one more thing before the season starts to put my 2 cents in. But basically, play fantasy baseball because the things that piss you off about fantasy football don't exist in fantasy baseball. There you go. Fantasy football pisses me off so much, and it's not fun, and it's quick, and you lose interest in it. Fantasy baseball is very different. It can be whatever you want it to be. You don't have to look at the shit every day. You don't have to you can fuck off for a month or two, come back, and then your team can win. I mean, it doesn't matter. You can do it however you want. That's why fantasy baseball is better. Wish number 13, Felix Bautista, closer for the Baltimore Orioles, who did not pitch at all last year, I think, because of an elbow situation. I want him to dominate like he did right before he got hurt. He was the best in the fucking game. I think he's got a crazy, what is it, a splitter? Yeah, I think he throws a splitter that's just insane. He's a dog, really fun to watch. And if he can come back in true form, that'd be the shit. Wish number 14, Mason Miller or Ben Joyce, closers for the Athletics and Angels, respectively. If one of them, I want one of them to lead in saves for the year. I guess they would lead in the American League category because that's both of them, but they throw hard as fuck. They both throw so hard. They're fun to watch. I've always appreciated a damn good closer. I think they are huge for a team. And the Athletics and Angels, respectively, two franchises who aren't too good. If either of those guys can have a 30-plus save year, then it will help out that team tremendously. So that'd be cool to see. And those dudes are extremely talented. So they throw hard as fuck, and it's cool. Ben Joyce threw like 105 in college or something. Mason Miller can hit 103 right now. So can Ben Joyce. They're crazy. Wish 15, Elly De La Cruz of the Cincinnati Reds steals 100 bases. That is my 15th wish. He's got the speed to do it. I think he's even said some shit before about shooting for that. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But Elly De La Cruz, he can easily steal 100 bases if he wants to. Ricky Henderson was stealing 100 plus before we had all these, pick-off rules and bigger bases and all that shit that people are saying helps out base stealers now, which it's true. There's been a lot more stolen bases. It's absolutely true. But Elly De La Cruz, if we can see 100 stolen bases, he's the guy to do it. Godspeed. I think he's got it. Wish 16, Nolan Arenado has a good year regardless of where he's playing because he's not going to be playing for the Cardinals. It doesn't seem like it. I made a previous episode about that too. He will not be a Cardinal. I sincerely doubt it. He's been damn good, and everybody's convinced that he's going to suck next year. I'm not buying it yet. I think that he's got a chance to keep it going. And he might hit less home runs, but I think he's still going to be a damn good player. And, like the Yankees, he's going to get his fucking respect back. And maybe it will be with the Yankees. Who knows? Wish 17. This is one I wish I looked up beforehand, but if you're curious, I'm sure you can find it. Look up the total of arm injuries in Major League Baseball in 2024, and I bet it's shocking. So I'm hoping for less of those. Wish 17 is less of those. Velocity doesn't matter as much as where the pitch lands, so maybe focus on that. And apparently science has shown that the increase in injuries is because players are trying to throw really fucking hard. That's appalling news out of the medical field. God. Wish 18, the Toronto Blue Jays somehow keep their core together. And I'm talking core, I really just mean two players, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. at first base / third, as well as Bo Bichette, shortstop who can hit for average and do a lot of cool things on the field. Two players who very similar to the Paul Goldschmidt and Nolan Arenado in St. Louis, except these Blue Jays players were homegrown, both sons of former very successful major league players, Dante Bichette and Vladimir Guerrero Sr. And the Blue Jays are in a position now where there's been a lot of talk about them potentially shopping either of those two guys. I think they both have one left. So it's they may not get to stay together, and I feel like that'd be tough for Blue Jay fans. So I want them to be able to stick around, sign a new contract, and then they can really go for it. Wish number 19, shortstop slash center fielder of the Pittsburgh Pirates, O'Neal Cruz, with a lot of the same tools as Elly De La Cruz, however, completely unrelated. O'Neal bats from only the left side of the plate. Elly De La Cruz hits from both. Elly De La Cruz has gotten a lot of the vast majority of the attention in comparison, but O'Neal Cruz can hit the cover off that motherfucking ball. He has power, speed, athletic as shit. He's a dog, and I'm hoping for a breakout season for him. I think he can do it, and I've drafted him in fantasy the last 2 years, and I really fucking think he can do it. Wish number 20, the Colorado Rockies find a closer. Again, multiple closers in this thing. What can you do? The Rockies have always had a revolving door ever since I can remember. I don't remember their last good closer, but the Colorado Rockies, they have just had a revolving door of closers, dudes who come in and try to keep the game in a good spot in the ninth inning when you're winning by 3 or less runs. That's the closer's job. The Rockies haven't had a stable one of those for quite a while. Couldn't tell you. If you find it, let me know. Tweet me at the Bullpen Podcast or something. I don't know. But hopefully they can figure that out. That'll give them a chance and a little bit of hope as well. Wish number 21, Ron Washington, manager of the technically Anaheim Angels, but labeled as the Los Angeles Angels. Ron Washington, he's been in baseball forever. Hell of a story. And I would love it if he won Manager of the Year this next season, because I don't think he's ever done it. And besides ChatGPT lying to me, because I thought, oh, let me Google let me give ChatGPT a chance, which it knows pretty much everything. I've never come across this before. I asked it, has Ron Washington won a Manager of the Year award? Yes, Ron Washington has won a Manager of the Year award. He was named the American League Manager of the Year in 2018 by the Baseball Writers Association of America, of our association. That year, he led the Atlanta Braves to a surprising division title in the National League East, but yet he won in the American League Manager of the Year, helping to turn around a team that has been rebuilding and was expecting to be in a developmental phase. Incorrect. That's literally incorrect. It was Brian Snitker, not the scary word that the whites shouldn't say. Brian Snitker was the manager, and he went to Lincoln College, apparently. Thank you, my old math teacher, Jan Bowers, who dropped that knowledge to me once. I have not forgotten it. Anyway, ChatGPT is just straight fucked up. That's just incorrect. He has not won a Manager of the Year award. He was a manager for the Texas Rangers for a long time, lost to the St. Louis Cardinals in the 2011 World Series. Awesome. But he's been in baseball forever. They're going to keep him around in Anaheim. He's a damn good manager, and if he can turn that team into something this year, he's got a shot at that, and he'd deserve it. It'd be cool. Wish number 22, we spent a lot of time on 21. I got worked up about ChatGPT. Wish 22, Shohei stays healthy. He's going to be back pitching full-time and hitting full-time. He's got all the resources and knowledge and whatever the fuck else to stay healthy and make sure that he's all right. Doing that again, but also you just never know, and no one wants to see an injury for that guy. And I'm sure everybody's excited to watch him play both ways. Not giggity coming up here in 2025. Wish 23, we're getting there. The Home Run Derby does not suck. If the Home Run Derby sucks, I'm going to be really annoyed about it, because at one point, they had it right, and then they fucked it up, because it wasn't that long ago where the way they did it was there was a timer. and then the guy would hit the ball. And as the ball is flying, they cannot hit the next ball until the ball they had already hit lands. For some reason, last year, they decided, no, this is stupid. We need more home runs. It's like, oh, okay, we need more home runs, but yet you can appreciate pretty much none of them. Maybe the last one in the round, and you can appreciate none of them because they stopped making them wait for the ball to land. And so the dude's just up there just trying to whack 450-foot fucking home runs. Vlad Jr.'s getting worn out. Everybody's getting tired. And it's not a good product. It looked like shit. The cameras can't keep up. One ball's in the air, and then you're trying to show the guy hitting the next one. There's kids in the outfield. Don't have a chance. What do you expect? Don't fucking ruin that next year. You got it right. You did it so good not that long ago, because no one wants to do the 10 swings thing. It takes forever. It takes so long, and I didn't like watching the home run derby then. But god damn it, I don't understand what happened. So please learn from that and don't fuck that up again. Wish number 24, Christmas Eve. This is for me. I just want to have a good fantasy baseball year. If you listen to one of my previous episodes, the 14% one, I only won one. I won one out of like 6 or 7 leagues or something, and it was a random ESPN league. I put a lot of time into it. I really enjoy it. It's a fixation for me now. I've only gotten more and more into it. So it bleeds into the podcast, whatever. It doesn't matter. But I just want to, if I can win more than one league, that'd be cool. I think I did that last year, not this past season, but in 23, I think I did that. But there's a couple leagues that I put a lot of fucking effort into, and I just if I could win one of those, that'd be cool. I started my own league, and spoiler alert, I did not even win that one. So if I could pull that off, that'd be cool. That's really what my Christmas Eve wish would be. So then what's my Christmas Day wish? Well, I've kept it away from the Cardinals for pretty much this whole time. I just want the St. Louis Cardinals to be fun. What else can you really want? And what else can you want besides your team to be fun? I've noted before, I saw the Cincinnati Reds having way more fun over the past 2 seasons than the St. Louis Cardinals. The Cardinals are now in a place where they're saying, we're going to let the kids play. We're giving them a chance. Great. That's a great time to let them have fun. So let them have fun. Let's be a fun organization. Even if we don't have a winning record, this is the one year where I'm willing to not be pissed about that, because you're saying it now, you have a plan, whatever, that's fine. I'm along for the ride. I want to see Nolan Gorman play all year, Jordan Walker play all year, Mason Wynn's already good, he'll play, and I just want to see us do something fun. That's all I want. So there are my 25 wishes for the 2025 MLB season, in which I will be turning 26 in May. Lots of numbers. Hope you have a great fucking Christmas. This one was fun. I like this. I like this one a lot. If you would like, you can always give a rating on Apple or Spotify. That's fine. If not, that's fine too. I'll have a couple more. We'll be filling up the rest of this schedule here for the rest of the year, and then again, we're gonna keep the 2 a week rolling. We'll have guests next year, and I'm really excited for 2025. I've never really planned for a year in the way that I have for this, and it's exciting. So and it's now the time where it's like, Christmas is coming up. Enjoy the time off. Enjoy the time off. If you're listening, I promise you fucking earned it. Nobody should be stressed around once it gets a certain distance to Christmas. You just gotta do your best to just be like, you know what? I did my best. It's Christmas. It's a new year soon. And that's a good feeling. So hold on to that shit if you're not feeling like the happiest camper right now for some reason. Look at that. That's about the best Christmas shit I could really spit out here. I'm gonna leave on that. Thank you very much for listening again, and I'll be back very soon.